Hello esports fans and welcome to the OPL recap, where we will be breaking down all the action from Week 10. Last week saw Direwolf jump to the top of the table after both their rivals Chiefs and Legacy dropped crucial points at the worst possible time. Week 10 was the final test before heading into playoffs, and no one could afford to drop even a single game. There was everything to play for, as the first place team after this round would automatically qualify for the grand final. First up was Chiefs versus Tainted Minds. With the Chiefs' first lineup returning from their suspensions, they wasted no time in what may have been the most one-sided match in OPL history.
Here, but now they're being collapsed upon. Swiper gets the ult down on towards Squidgy. Tilting is in trouble. He'll fall next. It's going to be the double kill picked up by Swiper, and Wizards forced to try and run away, but Swiper's on the hunt.
Tainted Minds had literally no answer to a Chiefs team in spectacular form. Honestly, this one was hard to watch.
Swiper, we're only 17 minutes into this game. Mercy, Chiefs! Tainted Minds don't deserve this, as the Nexus is going to fall, and this is probably going to be one of the quickest victories in the OPL history.
I think it is the quickest victory in all of history. 17 minutes and 13 seconds. The Chiefs rip them apart.
Welcome back to Oceania, Chiefs.
Our next match saw Avant-Garde take on Sin. There wasn't much to play for here, with both teams already guaranteed places in the playoffs. Nevertheless, neither side would want to lose this one, with the Gauntlet just 1 week away.
Now both of them are still alive, and a teleport's coming in. Flash away from the cocoon. Sybil's underneath his own turret, sniped up, and the rest of Sin collapse. Series looking for an ultimate, knocks them all away, and he's getting turned on. Good bubble, equalizer, and Ryoma on top of that. He goes on a rampage, and Sin just collapsed onto Avant-Garde.
I mean, I actually don't know what Series is doing there.
After taking a beating in Game 1, AV managed to put the game back on level terms. The final game looked to be going the way of Sin, but incredible performances from AV, Sybil, and Triple made all the difference.
So they call on flares, flanking into the back lines, on top of Series. Triple's taking down Juice. It's 3 on 5, and Sin have their dying breath right now. FBI's gone into the back lines. Sybil is possessed on top of both of them. Shockwave locks down Rogue. It's going to be FBI, the last man standing for Sin, and Avant-Garde have done it. They're going to be able to push on towards the base.
AV will be hoping they can maintain this momentum when they take on Sin again on Friday in the first round of the Gauntlet. Next up was Direwolf versus XR5. With X5 Captain T-Gun locking in Blitzcrank, it was always going to be entertaining.
Oh,
there we go.
The Blitzcrank is here.
And XR5's wild play seemed to frustrate the Direwolves.
That's a flash Q. Kings locked down. XR5 get a return kill. Christmas Tree's in a bit of trouble though.
Is he?
There comes T-Gun. The base has been dropped and Fantix gets taken down by Christmas Trees.
I mean, who's in trouble, Fish? You have to expect the T-Gun around every corner.
With XL5 still looking for their first win, it was always going to be a long shot against top-of-the-table Direwolves, who wanted to guarantee their place in the grand final.
But with a single push, having Baron buff available, Direwolves get into the base against XR5. Although X5 put up a fight, they're not going to be able to stop Direwolves from being the Split 1 minor premiers.
Direwolves were able to seal a 2-0 victory and book their place in the OPL Grand Final. Our final match was Abyss versus Legacy. Having missed out on playoffs, Abyss had nothing to play for, but Legacy were looking to finish as high as possible on the table going into next week's Gauntlet.
Legacy just go for the fight, over the wall, they're over the top. Barbie with a big taunt, but he's taking off so much damage. Will flash forward for Cupcake, maybe Carbon. Can't get the last auto attack. Raid looking for the snipe, sidestep by the Graves, as Lost just dashes on forward, kills one. Piercing lights the other, says come back here, I want more.
Although maybe not as comfortable as Legacy would have liked, this was still a very strong performance that clinched second place for the 3-time OPL finalists.
Yeah, but this has been an intense back and forth between these two teams.
At least second place, better than third here. Still one step in the Gauntlet Legacy don't have to go through. And it was a little bit long of a game, but Legacy still comfortably close out their first split in the OPL.
At the end of Week 10, the Direwolves are in first place, meaning they will head straight to the OPL Grand Final. This means that the Gauntlet next week will see Sin, Avant-Garde, Chiefs, and Legacy battle it out to join them there. In this playoff format, the lower you are on the table, the more matches you have to play. So Sin and Avant-Garde will have their work cut out for them if they want to make it all the way. Conversely, Legacy will only need a single victory to emerge from the Gauntlet victorious and take on Direwolves in the final. Whatever happens, make sure you watch all the action live this Friday from 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.